build later. So then I think you will have a question. Here, this is the P11 structure. It's a new one. So this project, basically, we replaced the old one structure. It was here. The old one, P11, we'll call it P11. Then move downstream to a certain distance, rebuild it. Then why you waste the money to do this? The reason because we want the old structure only can hold the water level to 98.7 feet in DVD. Our purpose to revise the new structure allow us to operate in a higher level, so in 100 feet. So in that case, the lake will hold more water, right? More storage. But of course, you will have more area get flooded because you now reach the level, you can see the lake getting bigger, right? So our district have to spend $1 million to purchase land surrounding the lake. But good things are not a lot of residents, and because this lake is really highly polluted, the nitrogen, phosphorus, nitrogen content pretty high. So now you understand the purpose for this project, to revise the structure to hold the water level in higher from 98.7 to 100. So the second project, just give you more detailed information, the treatment of wetland. It's here, didn't show the P11 structure, it should be here. And see, this zooming picture give you some idea about how the water flow direction and the structure. This is a pump station, and this yellow dot is the structures, like wheels control how the flow from one cell to next one. And you can see here from the last cell, so the water get back into this Saddle Creek, and then eventually run into this Upper Peace River. And so the purpose for building this wetland, there are two purposes. One is to improve the water quality. I'm not sure. I heard someone mention biology or something during our introduction. And so after we built this wetland, we put vegetation stress. On purpose, we grow all kind of selective vegetation. So this vegetation have a function. When the water from the lake get into this cell, they eat the nutrients. So they uptake the nutrients, especially phosphorus and nitrogen. After the water runs through this, so the concentration of the water, will be decreased by certain percentage. That's biology already did a calculation. So basically, we want the kind of like this vegetation works like a filter. When water moving through it, and they clean it. And before we release the water back to the river, so you have a relatively clean water instead of just let the dirty water from the lake go into the river directly, right? So the second purpose is to use this wetland as additional, storage place, because just like in the last slide I mentioned, because the Upper Peace River experiencing some dry flow or no flow condition, so we want to use this lake to hold more water during the rainy season. When it rains, we don't want to let it go. We hold it in the river. When it's getting dry, now we use the structure here and use this storage as to manually, let water flow into the river. So when we know it's going to become dry, so then they will help that time. So then by doing so, the minimum flow and we'll get helped, right? So that's the purpose for. Now you understand that we build this structure here to hold more water in the lake, and then use this wetland as a filter to clean the water, and then at the same store the water too. And so this structure was built just to control when and how much you release the water. Any question here? So then now you understand that the purpose for this project is to achieve minimum flow and levels, and also to improve the water quality for the Upper Peace River. Okay? And also I introduced there's different structures. So how we are going to operate this structure to achieve our goal. and how operator know how how they are going to operate when they're going to lift the gate or drop the gate. Not just based on your experience. You look at the lake level now today is 99, so I'm going to let it go. No, you cannot do that because when you need it, you let it. You may not have the water there, right? So you need to follow the instructions. We call it guideline here. So all these needs needed to be to calculate based on the calculation. It's not based on how they feel like. And so we use the model. We think the model is it will tell us how we are going to do this. So we evaluate the existing model like ICPR and other existing model. So we found out that this model not going to give us all the solutions. And so we decided do a customized model using Visual Basic. Well, then you will want to know why we choose this language. One of the reasons because it's free. We have the Visual Basic in Excel, right? We can use it. And also another reason because we need to eventually develop a GUI interface. So operator don't have to know how the model works, runs. The only thing they need to do is crunch some data, then click the one button and get an answer and tell them, how to operate, right? And so once we decided to do a customized model, so and what language we're going to use, so we start our model development. Like every model, you have some assumptions. You cannot, all the models have some kind of limitation, right? So for this model, we assume the lake and wetland cells are level 2. Basically, you only have one single water level for the lake and the cells. And also you need to decide for the structure, is it fixed? It means your structure never change, just the same elevation. So whenever the water level exceeds that level, the flow can go through. But you could be remote control to be more efficient. So all this discussed and will be built in a model to let the user have more different options. And also for the gate, the structure, you see this they have gate. You can change the gate up down, right? So you need to have a rule how you're going to operate. So this is some information just to show you, but there are more than that. And we need to use all kind of hydraulic concepts here. Free flow, we're all kind of familiar with it. We learned this in our hydraulic class, right? Calculate the submerged flow and orifice flow. And also, most important, you need to check your mass balance for your model. Because your mass balance is wrong, your model have a problem. So, so here I just show you the working environment as the Excel VBA developer. How the model was built, the macro, the form was developed here. I heard Dr. Wang said you have some gurus here. Hopefully we can get some help, right? So this is the interface for the operation model. Lake Hancock treatment wetland operation system have different tabs for different functions. So for the model input, this is the operator they are going to do here. They provide the basic information, and then click the button run. They give them go to next page, give you the results. And now you see for each wetland cell what's the gate elevation. Tell them at what time you need to make sure your gate at this set up at this level, and so the flow will run the system will run in a reasonable manner. So give them some instructions. And then they can look at when they run some period, they can see what's the level change over time. And also you can evaluate what's the minimum flow efficiency. You can run the different frequency. We did some test run based on historical records for the 10 years data.
So for the minimum flow, so I have a question. because this is operation, right?
Right.
Operation. So for example, if you the MFL requirement is like, for example, 18 days
Right.
at most. Okay, right.
Right.
You can only violate that minimum flow at most 18 days.
Right.
So
right.
now, but we have still for that we have different decisions. Like for example, you may, for example, 17 is the minimum flow.
Yes.
When during the dry season, you can do like that. So one way is, to meet that requirement, zero flow for one day, but other days you can meet the 17.
Oh, you mean when day you dry?
Yeah, totally dry.
Okay.
You meet the MFL because you only one day fail, right?
Right.
Another case is 16 for 18 days.
16. Oh,
that
so
means
you have
you,
18 days
yeah,
at 16 CFS,
yeah.
right?
So that means, okay, in that case you have like you have 1 day of zero flow, but you didn't violate the state right legislature their requirement.
Right.
But actually that may be worse. Compare the case, you have 16 CFS for many days. For you have 16 CFS for many days, you violate the law.
Oh, I see. You mean totally dry compare with you violate but still have a certain amount of water, right?
Yeah. But that actually even worse, even though you didn't violate the requirement or the regulation.
Right.
Then
I see your point, but that might happen like that for this river because I told you there are some sinkholes. For example, when your channel is dry, the water just run into the sink.
Yeah.
So that causes zero flow.
Yeah, that means the minimum flow. This regulation has some problem. At least they didn't consider the
continuation.
Or how big of the damage. When the flow is low, right?
Right.
You just give a threshold.
Right.
But sometimes if you get the flow go to zero, that's the damage maybe even worse.
Right.
Even worse than the case you have a violation for many days.
That will be if it only lasts for 1 day, I guess the vegetation may not totally die, right?
Yeah.
But fish probably will be die. But just 1 day, right? Yeah. So that's something I'm thinking more technical. But in a river usually, if without a sinkhole, this kind of geological condition, usually your river will gradually, recede, right? Gradually decrease the flow rate and gradually increase. That's when you look at hydrograph, that's how it looks like, right? But
so
the situation you said, I did see it.
I come up with this question just because for reservoir operation, the research, the literature, so they talk about, so basically for water supply, similar thing. Okay?
Right.
So you have two choices. One choice is you try to meet the water demand. Right. So but not meet the demand. Some deficit.
Right.
Some deficit.
Right.
To maintain. Or you choose to maintain most of the time to meet the requirement, but you have a big damage in a short time period.
Oh, I see your point.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question, and it's unfortunately right now even that haven't been met yet. Even the minimum.
Yes.
So this you could challenging that. I understand. You already caused damage. Even you have
only 1 day, right?
95% of the time you are okay, right?
Yeah.
But just for 18 days you are going to cause big damage.
Yeah.
Or some fish will die. Some vegetation cannot survive without water for. Yeah. That's definitely something needed to be considered. You can publish something challenging the state revise the minimum. That's always our science always advanced, right? Sometimes we are trying to achieve this, but we miss another part. So that's what happens. I guess you guys probably tired. It's my presentation, right? Okay, we are almost done. So for the future effort, and we need definitely will continue improve this operation model, and also we need to use the same tactics and for other our 80 some other structure in the district based on their needs. And also, the guideline for operating the structure is always need to be keep up to date based on the public's requirements and observe the conditions. So, and the interface meaning the TE2. The several slides I show you is a very preliminary interface. So there are a lot of work needs to be done next 1 or 2 years. So last one. Hopefully you're not tired. And today just wrapped up, and I talk about introduce our district, Swiss Mod, and my section in innovation management, and spend more time talking about the modeling application for our district, and spend even more time on the operation modeling for the Upper Peace River, Florida. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you very much for again for your invitation and your time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Since we have discussing during the your presentation, but if you have more questions, then we can discuss maybe for 5 minutes.
Yeah, if you have any question, you can ask me, or even after my presentation, you feel something. This is just a part of our district work. If you're interested, working for our district, have an internship or a full-time job, come to me and talk to me, or even contact my manager. We have our information online. You can email them, call them, anytime. And
any question? Okay.
Or some other question.
Thank you for Dr. Yang's coming, and we are IAHR prepare for our gift for
thank you.
And this is our backpack.
Okay.